Welcome back to the grand finals of the Taom Shootout with Orange Media Group. Great start for the champ, Jordan Shepherd. He's the man to beat, make no mistake about that. But Laim Dunster is the other guy this year who has done some damage, and he's in our next match, an all-Scottish affair here in Aberdeen against Alan Dickson.
Laim Dunster has just become the #1 professional ball player in the world, moving up the rankings, making it through to the Masters final just a couple of weeks ago in Manchester. So in a career that he is racking up title after title and all the accolades. He has another one ticked off the list, well, number one player.
Yeah, that's a great accolade. He still seems to have the match clock frozen at 11 minutes 28 seconds, I'm afraid. We'll just have to ignore that until we get it sorted. A reminder, these group stage matches are 20-minute matches, a race to 4. Can be a draw. 2 points for a win, so Jordan Shepherd sitting pretty at the top of Group 1 with those 2 points. He's beaten John Roberts in our first match 4-2. But we can have a draw, 1 point for a draw. Not sure anyone will want that.
It was a disappointing opening break for the #1 player, giving Alan Dickson the first opportunity. Alan's first appearance in a shootout event.
Oh, he's left it. Not a disaster, though.
No, really tricky and hampered queuing down the cushion, but there's work for Laim Dunster if he wants to counter clear. Doesn't have a good opening pot. But he is a master in these situations, although that one's not quite gone to plan.
No, not at all. You can see the match clock has been reset to 20, which is what we started on, so we're getting closer.
We'll get there. We've got 40 matches in the group stages over the first 2 days, so we'll get there at some point.
Yeah, long old couple of days for Simon Webb and myself in this commentary box. And the players and the crowd here at the Lemon Tree. Great venue, this. First time we're taking this Taom Pool Shootout series to an arena. We're normally in a pool or snooker club or a bar or a pub surrounded by pints. There's still a fair few pints, but the bar is still at least a little bit out of the way of the arena, so you can't just stumble upon it.
I'm looking forward to seeing how the arena fills up throughout the weekend. And part of me would like to be out there and enjoying the pool myself rather than here.
Well, we'll give you the odd break if you want to go and sample the odd match, that's fine.
Well, this time Laim really has got Alan in trouble. Oh, I say, what a shot. What a shot that is.
Well, a little bit unfortunate. This could have been a lot more straightforward. What have you got, Nico? Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Red bounces in as well, no problem there.
Yeah, plenty of people will be watching that, thinking that's a foul, but black ball rules, you can pot your opponent's ball at the same time as making the black, no problems there, and what a start for Alan Dickson.
Yeah, how about that? Your first taste of Taom Shootout pool, and you're on the board against one of the favourites to the Duster. One uncharacteristic error. One actual very, very good safety. And Alan Dickson just potted his way out of it.
Just when he needed a ball. to really hammer home that advantage of the opening frame. He comes up dry, and it's a decent split for Laim to get going in this match.
Yeah, he's just missed the one event in this Taom Shootout series this season, Laim. There was a little bit of a disagreement, wasn't there, about whether George Tierney should have been invited back, so Laim decided to sit that one out.
Yeah, I've got a lot of respect for Laim for making that decision. And you know, as a big one of the big seeds, invited to play in this event, and it's a big event for him to play in. To make that decision was, you know, brave of him to make it, but he's back. Yeah,
discussions then ensued between the Dunster camp and our organisers, Orange Media Group. I'm very pleased to say it's all been settled, and we got one of the best players back playing, and that's Laim.
And as luck would have it, they've been drawn against each other in the group stages as well.
Very nice.
Well, that was a very difficult pot from Laim Dunster, made to look very simple.
Tierney calls himself the real number one. It'll be the real number one against the real number one now, won't it?
Yeah, I don't think that will be lost on Laim Dunster either.
The actual number one. Yeah, looking forward to that one. That's tonight, actually. That's the last game tonight.
There should be some atmosphere in the crowd for that one as well.
That'll be 11 o'clock tonight for that one. 11 o'clock on a Friday night in Aberdeen.
Oh, what a way to finish off our opening day. Brilliant stuff. Well, that's for later on. This is Laim Dunster looking to wrap up the second frame.
Yeah, this is what happens if you don't sink a ball off the break. This isn't a gimme, but no mistake at all. And Dunster's on the board. 1-1 in a race to 4.
Laim Dunster's the number one player in the game right now for a reason. Not only has he got all the skills on the table that he needs, he's also got a brilliant temperament. That big shot that Alan Dickson came up with in frame one will not have faced him. He just waits for his next opportunity and very, very calmly takes it. And all square. Not quite reached the halfway stage in this match on the clock yet, but we're approaching it.
Another dry one. Wasn't the most explosive break that either, was it? It was more measured than explosive, and nothing sank.
Yeah, Liam's not got one of the most highly rated breaks in the world. It's okay, but it's not as powerful as some in the game. He chops and changes a lot as well. But 2 dry breaks to start with. If we get to see him, or when we get to see him break for a third time, it wouldn't surprise me to see him try something else.
Well, left that shot a little bit to chance. Now he's in a bit of bother.
I don't think he's completely snookered. If he can see this red, he might be able to pot it. But he's going to be losing control of the white. I couldn't see the red to pot. It's just a safety option. This time I think he can see the red.
And he could see the pot. What a chance to nudge back ahead. Well, this is like a practice lineup. He hasn't actually taken them particularly well. He just overspan on the initial shot. Didn't want to take that 1 second ideally. So he's been chasing the cue ball a little bit here. Still okay. That's a good shot. That's the announcement for the halfway point. Shot clock halves. Down to 10 seconds. Only needed a couple. Punch in the air from Dicko. How about this from Alan Dickson? 2-1 he leads one of the favourites, Laim Dunster.
Really enjoying the crowd as well. Really enjoying his time out in the arena. Taking to the shootout very, very well. Laim Dunster is now under a lot of pressure. This is arguably the group of death, and Laim Dunster knows that. Chris Melling, George Tierney and Dennis Taylor, of course, make up this group.
What a group. Yeah, I fear for Dennis a little bit in this group.
This time it's a massive break from Alan. And if he can see the red just below those 2 yellows, these reds won't take long.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Finish won't be on now. And he's tied up a red at the bottom of the table. Still got the problem with the one just below the 2 yellows.
Yeah, this isn't going to be a quick frame.
It's going to be the difference between Laim Dunster and some of the other players this weekend. Laim Dunster will look at that table and think those yellows are very difficult. Yes, he could clear them up, but with the black in a real bad spot in that top right-hand corner, and a couple of the yellows above the red, a bit of a problem. He's going to wait for a better opportunity.
Again, you can hear the referee counting down the shot clock because of our technical difficulties within the arena. The onus is on Dunster to come out here. He's trailing 2-1. Time not on his side.
The problem that Liam's got is he has to fight his normal instincts. In this situation, with the shot clock against him, on the match clock against him I should say, he needs to win 2 frames. He won't be wanting to draw. You want to win, you want to get your group going, and you want to get yourself off to a winning start, especially as one of the big favourites. And so he has to go against what he would consider the right shot for winning the frame, and do something that's going to win the frame quicker.
Shot. He's got a straight route to the black now. This is only real concern.
I would imagine his plan for the black would be some sort of double. The skill shot, black onto red and following the black in, is very difficult with that red in the side of the pocket.
I don't think that's on.
He may be able to pop this yellow thin and try and get high on that black and potentially take it into the left centre pocket or even the corner.
Key shot in the match. Well, maybe he is going to play it.
I think that's exactly what he's lining up, just the way he had a look at the black.
No. Well, that always looked to me a big risk. Needed them both to drop for that to be a legal shot. This gifts an opportunity to Alan Dickson for frame and you would say match.
Yeah, with the match clock against him, this really two-frame lead at this stage is going to be massive for Alan. And Liam was forced into going for that. I don't think in a normal frame he would have wanted to take that skill shot on. It was odds against making it. It really was tough.
Crowd really behind Alan Dickson. And what a scalp this will be for him. No mistake. Well, he doesn't want to take too many of those 10 seconds celebrating. Rolls a little bit towards the middle, but he's safe. Alan Dickson, 3-1 up. What a performance.
Brilliant stuff so far. Laim Dunster knew exactly what to expect from Alan Dickson. They're both from a similar part of the world in Scotland, and Liam said to me when I saw him at the Masters that he knew full well what Alan was about and actually rated him very highly, having seen him play for a number of years. And he's showing everyone else why he was saying that, because Alan has got off to a great start.
And another poor break from Dunster.
Three breaks, three dry breaks for Laim Dunster. He's not going to win this event unless he can figure that break out. Just gone wrong, hasn't landed on his next red, forced into a double.
It's just been a bit off, hasn't it, from Laim Dunster? Not what we're used to seeing from him.
The chances he's had so far in this match have been, apart from he took a very good counter or very good reverse dish in the second frame, but the finish he took on in the next was so tough. It just opened everything up for Alan. Forced to play a game he doesn't want to play. The problem for Liam, it's the match clock. Of course, we don't know exactly what the match clock's on.
Yeah, that's the frustration. Our technical difficulties. Normally, you'll see that 20 ticking down. That's the full 20 minutes allocated for the match. Fortunately, a few gremlins have stopped the clocks from working. Well, there we go. You can see that the time is pretty much up, or you can hear from the referee. So what a result this is for Alan Dickson, who will just play his shot. I think Laim Dunster will just let it go. Well, he does have time to pull one back. But that is all. Dunster knocks in the black. but it's a 3-2 victory for Dicko. Alan Dickson produces a terrific result in his first appearance of this Taom Shootout series. He saves it for the grand final. Dixon beats Dunster 3 frames to 2. And we get our first glimpse of Simon Fitzsimmons next after this short break.